All right, how's it going today, guys? Casino Trading coming to you with another VIP live stream. It is Wednesday. Normally, we like to do the live streams on Monday. I had some stuff kind of going on end of last week, this weekend into this week, so I apologize for the lack of updates. I apologize for the lack of the weekly video series. But nonetheless, here we are today, Wednesday, getting back at it, guys. A lot of stuff has kind of unfolded with the markets. A little bit of choppy price action, a little bit of upside, a little bit of downside, but we will talk about all that today. We'll talk about NPOC levels. First things first, shout out to the stream sponsor, guys, over at CoinCatch and Stryker.ai. CoinCatch is the perpetual exchange of choice. They actually just put together a brand new promotion for you guys, up to $150,000 USDT rewards up for grabs. Don't forget to check that out. I'll send the link over in the Telegram today again so that you can check it out. You get some rewards for depositing, you get some rewards for trading, depending on your size, depending on what you're doing. They are going to incentivize and reward you guys for getting on over to CoinCatch and using it. So if you guys have any questions with that, please reach out to me and we can kind of get all that squared away. Also, Stryker.ai is the new AI platform that I am working with. They are great as far as macroeconomic information goes. They have a calendar on there that kind of gives you exactly what is happening. They also have some market signals, but a lot more coming for you guys on that as well. So stay tuned. Let's just dive right into this. So this was the short that we wanted. We created it almost a month ago. And again, I did not short this. I'm not going to sit here and say I caught this, I was hedged perfectly and I made all this money based off of it. No, I did not short it. But I did know at the very least I was taking partial profits up here and I was not longing up here. And so that's kind of the way that you need to focus on it, right, guys? It's not about being perfect. It's about just making sure that you understand where to long, where to short, or at least being aware where you shouldn't be longing, right? So this was the short that ended up being really well. Like I said, it was about a 10% move to the downside. I had a couple people message me and they ended up catching this on like 10x leverage. They made about 70 to 100% on some trades. So shout out to you guys for the ones that sent me those. I appreciate you guys kind of following along and staying grounded with your trading as well, because that's all I'm doing. That's what I'm teaching you guys, is how to capitalize on being grounded with your setups each and every day. As far as the long goes, we are technically in a current long from what we created prior as well. That 114.070 on BTC was the long entry that we wanted. We got it. I am not currently in a BTC long. I am in some other plays long: Ethereum, BONK, PengU, CRV, and I think DOGE. Those are the plays that I have open right now. Those are the plays that I'm looking to build over the course of the next couple days to a week, right? It's not all about jumping in all the time with an entire position size. It's sometimes about having patience, looking for an area dollar cost average into, and then having a lot of patience for where you're looking to dollar cost average into. We'll get into those in just a second, but this is the current long that we're looking for on BTC. Currently an active long, right? If you longed right at 114, yes, you were down a little bit. Yes, we wicked to about that 11-12, but at the end of the day, we're still above where that NPOC print was. And again, normally people won't take these trades. They'll join the stream and then they'll ask me what is next. And that is currently what we are going to talk about. What's next, where to long next, where the targets above are, where the targets higher are. And so let's just dive right into this, guys. So the next area of interest to long, if you are not willing to take the long that we created last live stream on 8/11, you can have a little bit patience for lower, right? And you can look to be longing down at that 109 area. That is still a really good area on BTC, as it was once resistance. Once, twice, three times, potentially even a fourth time as we wicked, and then now kind of using that as a support level, right? The way that I like to do things, the way I like to talk about things is basically just support and resistance levels, having basic entries to look at, basic levels to look at, right? Horizontal levels. I'm not talking about EMAs. I'm not talking about RSI indicators. I'm not talking about bull divs, bear divs, any of that stuff. Basic support and resistance levels. The way that I like to look at it is keep it simple, stupid. Keeping these levels simple as possible and then going from there, right? So this would be our next long entry if you are not willing to kind of be longing where we are right now, which as of right now for me, I have not longed BTC, even though we have that long entry at that 114. I still think that it is possible that we can kind of run down to that 109. So that is why I'm having a little bit of patience with Bitcoin on the entry. As of right now on ETH, there's no new NPOC change. We had a short up top that actually ended up working well. I think I took away that NPOC print that we talked about. I'll have to probably go back and clip it for you guys, but it was right in here. Yes, it was these ones. So this was a little bit tough, right? Because this short entry was created based off of NPOC prints from all the way back in, I don't even remember where these NPOC prints, but the SVP indicator will not find all these NPOC prints for you guys, right? I have been manually adding these for about a couple years. All the way back in December 2021 was when these NPOC prints had hit on Ethereum. So if you just go in and you add the SVP indicator, you will not get that much history. I think it's like like 6 months. I'm not sure exactly, but that's why I like to do a lot of the work for you guys and try and map these out for you so that, you know, you can not have as much effort on your end to find them. But yeah, 4706 and 4597 was the short entry for us. Again, I did not hedge the way that I should have hedged. I did not hedge the way that I would have liked to hedge. But just based on that short entry, that is about a 15% move to the downside on Ethereum. Again, I think I saw someone in the chat saying that they took the Ethereum short, that 4715, and that was a fucking beautiful short. I don't know if you were able to capitalize on that downside, but again, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if you're making a ton of money on the trades right now. It just matters that you could be learning from them and creating a system based off of them. So that was a short, and then I don't think we have the long. We just have this long that I talked about last time with you guys on the stream, which is still to long that 3833 and 3905. I had said a couple times I did not think that Ethereum was going to fall below 4K, and so far we haven't. I think that there's a lot of money involved now, and I think that that is going to be a level that they're going to protect. I could be wrong, but at the end of the day, if we do get a sweep of the lows into this area, that 3833 and 3905 is what I'm looking for to long on Ethereum. And as of right now on Ethereum, we have no NPOC prints to the upside. So for me, that means no shorting, right? I am not going to short Ethereum. I think that there's a lot of strength on Ethereum still. Yes, we've seen about a 200% move to the upside, and now we are seeing a small move to the downside, and a lot of people are freaking out. But that does provide opportunity not only on Ethereum and BTC, but for altcoins as well. So I do want to look at BONK. I still like BONK. You know, BONK is sitting at about a 50% discounted price. This is just one of those ones that's like everybody was wanting to long BONK in here, right? Even myself. And now that it's dropped another, 20-30% from that, now people are afraid of it, right? And so that's kind of just like my mindset. It's more of a gift than it is something. Yes, if you are trying to long the Pico top of BONK here, yeah, it's probably not the best area to be holding long from, but now that we have retraced to a discount of about that 48%, 50%, I still think BONK is a good entry and a good hold. Go over CRV here. I think CRV is great. We are in a discounted buy zone. We've talked about the deviation above upper limit, got a deviation below lower limit. Now we are looking to get acceptance back within this range, and the first target is going to be median ML and then upper limit, and I still think CRV has legs to get up to that 131 area. What's the time frame on that? I have no idea. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not going to sit here and say it's going to happen this week or next week or 3 weeks from now. I don't know, but I do know is that we are sitting at a decent discount on CRV, which is why I'm continuing to build a position. Now, I have been in and out, about a 30% discount. I have been in and out of these, right? I've been taking some profits. I've lost some trades. I've closed some trades. Flow like water within your trading system is necessary, but I still think overall, this is a great discount for CRV. It has held up fairly well compared to some other plays. So that's why I'm still long CRV, still looking to build that position on CRV. Doge, I still like Doge. Why do I like Doge? There's a number of reasons why I like Doge, right? I think that Ethereum memes haven't moved in a while. Pepe is one of them. Doge is another one. Floki's another one. There are some ETH memes out there that I think can potentially have some good movement. And if we look, this is a discounted price from the highs of about 55% on Doge. We went as low as about 72%, right? So this is a good discounted buy on that asset. I look to be buying discounts. I don't look to be buying premiums, looking to get a retest of about these highs of about 45. Again, when does it happen? I don't know. Price can continue to go something like this, right? And then we get the move and, we don't get there until end of August, maybe into September. But I still like Doge, so that's why I'm still focused on it. I like Link. I think I closed that one a little too soon. I haven't really found my re-entry yet. I wanted a little bit lower. We haven't got it. I think that Link is a very, very strong asset that can show you that there's still strength out there. There's still strength on BNB. There's still strength on Link. Yes, your altcoin might not be moving, but I still don't think that you should be cutting a trade and then rotating into something that is moving close to all-time highs or at least close to local highs, right? Because that's how you kind of get chopped up. If you're rotating out of Doge because you're down, or let's just say you're rotating out of BONK here because you're down 50%, you rotate out of BONK, you go into Link. Well, Link does not have that good of a discount right now, so I am not really interested in Link as a short-term trade. I think long-term, Link can go very high. It has proven in the past that it can go high. This was a very, very clear accumulation phase. Now we're kind of breaking out of it and it's just taking some time. But I think Link is a $50 coin, $45, $44 coin. Again, it's just what your game plan with it. I know a lot of people will always say no out season is going to happen again. It's kind of cringe to call an out season. But if you look at the total market cap on everything besides BTC and ETH, it doesn't look bad. right? And so I think it's total 3 here, excluding BTC and ETH. Like, this is bullish to me, guys. Like, this really is. I don't know how someone can look at this chart and be bearish on altcoins. Like, I get it. They're not moving. Some of them aren't moving, right? But at the end of the day, I still think there is room for an out season out there. People just won't have the patience. I thought I tweeted this not too long ago. I'll just read word for word. Yeah, so every single day you have someone on here that gives you a hot take on why out season or why altcoins will never run or never move again. Calling for an out season at this point is a little cringe because it is. Everybody's been calling it for months now and it just hasn't happened. Most people have been insanely wrong for many years about it, but others looks decent. What am I missing? Well, what most people are missing is patience, guys. This is patience. This is a market that isn't moving like it's moved in prior years. So understand that there are different things. There are ETFs involved, big institutions involved, banks involved. It is a little bit different. Now, does that mean that it's going to play out the same? It still could play out the same, but I still think that there is a lot of room for upside on altcoins. So if someone is sitting at you and giving you some large spiel on why altcoins will never run again and why your altcoins are trash, just know that it's just probably someone who's a fucking hater. You know, I don't know. Total 3 looks good. Total looks good. Total 2 looks good. They all are having that uptrend up. Yes. Are we running into resistant areas from prior years? Of course, but that doesn't mean that it can't break above resistance. And yes, that may mean that we will have some short-term downside, but that doesn't mean that I think you should give up on altcoins in general. That's kind of like the big thing, right? Is everybody gives up on their altcoins. Altcoins then start to fucking run like crazy. So patience is what everybody's going to need. I wouldn't go all in right away on altcoins right here. Certain setups, yes, but overall, you know, we are at a resistance level, so plan the trade accordingly. There will be some retests. There will be some down weeks, which we kind of have had. And so, you know, for me, it's like those are buying opportunities. We are still in buy the dip mode, and I don't see, you know, my perspective on that changing. So I really appreciate you guys. I will see you over in the Telegram, and again, I'll be sending you updates for the rest of the day. If anything changes, if any setups have changed, if any price action has kind of changed within the NPOC prints, but you guys know what we're looking at. You know what we're looking for. You know the levels that we're watching, and I'll see you guys over in the Telegram. Peace out.